Welcome to the channel. On today's show, I would first love us to have a moment of silence for the brain cells you're about to lose listening to the typical Kenyan woman.
Goes to meet a guy.
Moment of silence of what used to be the pride called the Kenyan woman.
You know your nigga knows Nikki does better.
A moment of silence for the treasure that used to be called the Kenyan woman.
Lucy Badilika.
Moment of silence for the expectations you used to have for the Kenyan woman.
We kijana, mamako anajua makofi umepiga matako ni mingi kuliko yenye umepiga kwa kanisa.
Moment of silence for the honor we used to have for the Kenyan.
Wanaume, nikikumark, I will make sure nimekudinya.
Moment of silence for the brains we used to have on the Kenyan women.
Ninge revenge, lazima ninge revenge. Na nilifanya na Tom. Na nilibambika. Na nilikula poa.
Brother, and lastly, a moment of silence for the moment of silence, because in this moment of silence it deserves silence. But for now, big bad ogre.
Score Zik, score Jesse, call me Rex Olunga. Nasty Brown, Omoka. Tumeomoka na madozi. Bura nimeomoka. Spendi usitenge. Stambila wama. Yeah. La wama simi.
When you chase women, you lose money. When you chase money, you gain women.
Good, chase that money, man.
La wama simi.
The question I was wondering while I was doing my research on this video is simple. Is the Kenyan woman cursed? Is something wrong with the Kenyan woman? Now, before you come for me, I want you to understand this video was made for comedic purposes. This video was made for entertainment purposes. That in case something pisses you off, maybe whatever I said must be true. If the shoot fits, you'd ask yourself the question, how can a Russian foreign man come into your country and have the women give themselves easily, offer themselves loosely to him? And my answer to that question would be, did you watch this video of women being given instructions by their Kenyan women?
Let me tell you, as a woman in my 40s, the women that I have seen getting what they want are the mannerless ones. Yani, have no manners. Be as disagreeable as possible. Even if it enters your heart to say, that's okay, rebuke that spirit. Cause trouble, be a troublemaker, because let me tell you something. I am in my 40s. The women that I am seeing that are making it in this life are the mannerless, audacious women. Stop asking for permission.
Now, after that solid advice, what do you think the typical woman will do? They will decide to become shameless. They will decide to become mannerless. They will decide to become agreeable. And once they are not agreeing with us, what do you think we will do? We will leave them. And then they will start making videos like this.
Hakuna kitu mbaya unaweza jifanyia kama kudate an ugly and broke guy. You're taking the risk twice. Not even taking the risk. First of all, you're choosing death, because that's basically death. You're choosing misery. Alafu, on top of misery, you're choosing ugly misery. So if you have kids for this guy, alafu they turn out looking like their dad. Umeanguka. It is crazy. Don't date broke guys. Don't date broke guys. They're a shame to society. They are failures. Thank you. Afadhali tubaki tu solo jikaze kivyako. Lakini a broke guy? No.
And now, after the Russian did his thing, remember, women don't want to date broke guys. Women don't want to date ugly guys. So now they are free to choose whoever they want. So this is what they did with their freedom, with their... This video would forever be goated in my head. Forever goated.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thank you. I'm Joy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, my name is Yateslav.
Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse.
You're saying your name is?
Yateslav.
That's a hard name to capture.
It's
You walk around.
Russian now. What?
You stay around.
Yes, I stay no far from this place. 5 minute walk.
Okay. So where are you going?
City Mall.
Huh?
City Mall.
Check a walk.
What?
You are just taking a walk.
No, I live here.
Wow. Okay. I can walk you around. I'm free.
What?
I'm saying I'm free. I don't have anything to do.
Maybe later. See you later.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you married?
No, I'm single. And
No.
you're single?
Yeah, I'm single.
What's your number?
How old are you?
I am 27.
With no with no protection, with no guardian, with no guidance from the Kenyan man. What do you see this woman do? She offered herself freely. Like the sacrificial lamb really just took itself to the sacrificial fire, laid on top, and was like, sacrifice me willingly. Remember, she has no shame, she has no manners, and she's very audacious, and she's very disagreeable when it comes to the Kenyan man. And this is what you see happening with the Kenyan women once they are not under the leadership of the Kenyan man. And now something weird also happened. Once the Russian did the thing he did, and the women were exposed for doing the thing they were doing, this are some of the people who came to represent the Kenyan women.
At this point, we are no longer blaming women for their behavior. We are going to blame Kenyan men for what Kenyan women are doing. Yes, Kenyan men. Not women. Kenyan men. Because tell me why, at this age and era, this Russian man says that whatever he has been doing, ni research. He's doing a research. This man has been doing a research to prove that Kenyan men are not romantic. So wanawake wamekuwa wakiingia box simply because they are being treated right by this man. Hapana, we blame it on Kenyan men, and they are here sitting at wanawake ni maumbwa, wanawake hatuna akili, wanawake sijui nini. It's on you guys. Nyinyi ndio hamjui kuwa romantic. Tukionyeshwa mapenzi kidogo as women, we are very, very weak. We blame it on Kenyan men.
Now, according to this woman, she believes the Kenyan man did what he did because we are not romantic. Now, brother, let me take you straight into Valentine's Day 2021. Look at my brother here, what he decided to do.
This is why I love you. Ooh, this is why I love you. Because you love me. You love me. And I found love in you.
Won't you look at the face of that woman? Look at the face of that woman. Where do you see happiness? Where do you see pride? Where do you see joy, brother? That is the Kenyan woman we have to deal with.
I like how you look.
Thank you very much.
Okay. You are married? Are you married?
No?
No?
Yeah.
I from Russia, but I live here.
You live in Kenya?
Yeah.
When you come back, I'll come to see you. Okay?
And now once that happens, and now everything is spiraling out of control, women decided to come and defend their women. But they did not call out the character of the women, of course. Someone has to be blamed for their own mistakes. If I decide to put up a fire and burn my house, I'm not the one to be blamed. No. I'm going to blame the Kenyan woman because it's the Kenyan woman who set my house on fire. This is one of those women.
The thing that always gets me is Kenyan men and some women are obsessed with shaming women for their sexual choices, for the fact that they can do whatever they want sexually. And we forget that they are literally foreigners who come into the country to come and do whatever they please. They record women, they post these videos on the internet, they misuse women because they know there's no consequences and nobody's going to do anything. Meanwhile, there's countries out there where if you dare record anybody and post private information online, you're immediately gonna go straight to jail. But we don't see that. We are so hyperfixated in shaming women for their sexual choices or for what they want to do that we forget that foreigners are coming in and just doing whatever, and we're not angry about that. You think these things don't happen in other countries? But these people are not going to do that in their own countries because they know there's consequences. Instead of us standing up and going like, hang on, this is not your country. You're not just going to come and do whatever you feel like in a bid to abuse us, to misuse us, to paint us in a bad picture.
You'd actually think there's something called a brain inside some of these so-called Kenyan women, activists, content creators. You'd actually think that, yeah, when this woman wakes up, you'd actually assume she's thinking. Okay? But you know who I blame? Because about all these talking points we've been getting of late, they all come from one person and one person only, and I blame this fuck here.
African men, we really need to have a serious conversation. Because what essentially has happened is this Russian man has come to Africa to reconquer us as men. This has nothing to do with our women. This has nothing to do with African women. This is all about us. And if you stop being emotional for a minute, you'll see it.
You shut your mouth, fatty. The Rock will come out there and slap the herpes off your lips.
Yes, this guy with shells in his head because he needs a belt in his head to hold together the so-called brain in his head. Everyone is using his talking points. We did what we did because we had to do. We have to shame these women. If these women were in the other countries and they were found out, bro, we won't be talking the way we are talking right now. There will be severe punishments. Yo, you think that they will only go for the men and leave the women? Are you stupid? Are you crazy? Okay. Now, you'd think actually it gets better. You'd think that, okay, one woman decided to use her brain and call out this situation. Bro, tunaongelea nini hapa?
Russian guy I'm exposed to understanding girlfriends. Wasichana wenye, they pick me, please identify me from the crowd. Sijaona malaya kwa hizo videos. The girls who are painted malaya and gold diggers, I've not seen them. Those girls, you can't reach to them. They have standards. That's why I keep telling you, if your girlfriend or your woman is cheap, you want cheap women, the one who don't ask you for crazy, insane things. Any man will always have access to them. You need to be proud when your woman is expensive. But typical Kenyan men, they get excited when they meet a woman who don't have standards. They like the cheap ones, like those ones in those videos of the Russian guy.
Before you finish your yapping mouthing, I will need to ask you one question. This woman here, to the men and to some of the women, is she attractive? Who is more attractive between this woman here and this woman here? She was with the Russians. Now, I want you to understand one thing. Those so-called malayas, when you want to say mati malayas, hawakuenda na any Russian man. Malaya moja aliamua kwenda na mkisi kwa Airbnb. Guess what happened?
The man was in the company of Wahoo on the night of the murder, as indicated by CCTV evidence collected by investigative agencies. Wahoo's lifeless body was discovered in the apartment with blood splatter all over the room.
MJ Dog, that nigga dead. Pigwa kisu, unfortunately, alipigwa kisu. Because you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. She paid with her life. Here you are coming, yapping, praising malayas. Because you want the women to be malaya, kama wewe. Forget, misery loves company, and there's no one more miserable these days than these so-called Kenyan female content creators. My brother, you'd think it's only the young women who are reasoning like this. No, brother. Here's their mother, here's their grandmother, here's their wicked auntie, endorsing their nonsensical reasoning.
If you're a man, kindly shut up. I would like to ask you, shut up, keep quiet, stop it with this Russian guy and this ladies, you understand? If you have a daughter, shut up. If you have a sister, shut up. If your the firstborn in your family is a daughter, shut up. If at any particular point you've called your sister for a small loan, for school fees, for pocket money, for uniforms, for books, for food, for anything, ever, if your sister has ever supported you, shut up. If your sister holds your family, your mother is sick, your mother is old, there is no house, I don't know, she has no clothes, your father is a drunkard, your mother is just a laborer, or she's sick, she cannot work, your sister has stepped up, shut up. You understand? If you're a man that has frustrated orphans out here, shut up and wait for God to deal with you. Because you see these girls, you see this thing they're doing, this is survival.
Shut your bitch ass up.
This is survival. This is survival. And this is what this city is. That is what Nairobi is all about. Survival.
Brother, calling prostitution survival is the equivalent to me selling drugs, supplying drugs that will hurt people, and then me calling it survival. Oh, you don't know how I grew up. You don't know when I grew up. Me kid grew up nilikuwa nateseka, nilikuwa naumia. I was suffering. You know, I was in severe pain. Okay, I did not have money. I did not have anything. I did not have food. So I decided to sell drugs, and I want to use my story of telling of my story of suffering, and I'm gonna go to court and I'm gonna tell the judge, you know what, judge, that was just survival, G. Your Honor, that was just survival. I had to make my money one way or the other. What do you think the judge will do for me? Bro, if I decided to rob people, I decided to rob shops every evening, you know, when women are coming out of job, when men are coming out of job, I decided to hide in a funny corner, So when this guy's leaving job, happy, tired, he's ready, waiting to go get inside his house and rest, and then he meets up with me. And then I pull this move. Give me everything you own. Give me everything. And I rob him. And then when I'm caught, I say like, oh bro, that was just survival. Oh, do you think people will care? Do you think the police will look at me and be like, oh bro, and yeah, this guy was just surviving? Do you think they will care about that? No, they will not. But this auntie, this grandmother here wants us to come here and believe the women did what they did because of survival. So when women do the wrong thing, it's survival. When men do the wrong thing, or they were brought up wrong, or they were not brought up okay, where was their father growing up? Brother, senseless, shameless, brainless, madam, those are the ones being pushed in the Kenyan algorithm, bro. And bro, before we get done, I want you to realize this is how the Kenyan women see the Kenyan men as a bag.
Men are useful for many things. Mwambie akubaie nyumba. Get a free meal. Mwambie akununulie shamba. Lakini hapo wakukushika mimba hapo. Umesha bant. Hiyo ni 1-0. Hapo umesha kufunga for life.
She's saying, let the man buy you land. Let the man buy you a car. Let the man buy you free lunch. But do not get pregnant for that man. Because men are only useful when they are to be abused, when they are to be exploited. Now the use of a man comes through. And now the Kenyan men, we've been seeing this. We've been hearing this. So we decided those women who want to be under our protection, we shall protect them. Those women who want our respect, we shall give them the respect. Those who do not want our respect, we're not going to give them. Those who do not want our protection, we're going to leave them in the wild. Do your wilderness things. Do your wild things. And bro, I promised I was never going to share this video, but here we go.
Kenyan men are so socio-politically illiterate, so apathetic, so misogynistic, that it even shocks me that we have survived this long as a nation, sharing the same landmass with people who cannot think of anything outside of patriarchal BS. Like, seriously, the formation of critical thought is so unknown, because for them, the only thing that ever matters is the fact that they are not being allowed access to women. Like, that's a big issue for them, that because in their heads, when they do not have money, they are not allowed access to women, and that's... Sorry, I was gonna let her finish, but I remembered. Your brain cells are suffering. Please let me save your brain cells. In a moment of silence for the brain cells which you have killed, trying to listen, trying to reason with this naive woman. Sorry. Want to ask you one last question. Do you think the Kenyan woman is cursed?
Cheki wanaume, aki, I'm telling you this with all due respect, na sina ubaya. Mnanuka mafi on God. Cheki. Mkundu huwa inanyolewa. Because unaona the moment, na naongea na uzuri aki, unaona the moment unajipanguza tu na tissue. Iyo tissue haiwezi toa mafi yote, haiwezi. And the fact that hata mwoshangi hizo mikundu, unabakisha mafi umepanguza tu na tissue. peke yake tu. Hata ukishapanguza na tissue unafaa uoshe na maji, especially kama haunyoi mkundu. There is nothing wrong with kunyoa, just nyoa tu hizo manywele. Ndio hata ukijipanguza, tuseme uko kwa public toilet na hakuna maji, ukijipanguza hauachi particles za mafi mingi. But sasa unaona uko kwa public toilet, uko na manywele zimejaa wapi? Kwa ako kanini. Sasa the moment unapanguza tu, kuna particles tunabaki kwa uto tunywele. Sasa si unaona utabaki kama unanuka mafi, wewe hautaisikia because ni wewe uko nayo, unaona. But sasa sisi tutasikia unanuka mafi. Na guys, watu waambi, ni ngumu sana kuambia mtu ananuka mafi. Please, nyoeni huko hivyo chini, na huko there's no problem. You will not be gay because umnyoa huko mkundu. Si hata unajua sigi hakuna mtoto wana huko. Wewe ndio unajua already ni hygiene yako, si kwa ubaya. But tuthingo wawokoka. Muna tuthingo na si kwa ubaya. Alafu na ukitoka kupanguza, ukishapanguza na tissue, kama uko mahali unaweza tumia ile inaitwa Arabic shower, please osha tu hiyo wacha hiyo mafi itoke yote. Just make sure hauna popo, because siko ubaya mnanuka mafi, na woi siko ubaya.
Big bad dog out.